Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. This is part 2 of this 2-part series. We tell you about Jerome Cunningham's inside circle. Yeah, man, his police friends, the ones who cried when they received the information that he was killed. As we stated before and we say again, this is just based on intelligence that he wasn't randomly killed. He was killed because he was betrayed by someone within his circle. Although people connected to a certain drug dealer in St. Elizabeth, stating that his killing was accidental, that they really wanted to kill was Cat, the man who was released from prison recently. Cat was released recently from prison. And, it was not Jerome who was the intended target. Well, that is what they're saying. And at the same breath, they were telling us that it was Mexicans who killed Jerome. So we just refer them back to, what the information that we had gleaned from 2 of our former colleagues that were in the military with us, and they are detectives at LAPD. And based on, based on the information that has been circulated on social media, it forces the LAPD to release the race of the suspects. So if you, as a person who believe in truth and facts, the LAPD, they're not connected to Jerome or Jamaica, and you understand. So for LAPD to put out that is to show you that the person or persons who are telling you that he was killed by Mexican, that they're showing you that they are liars. It's as simple as that. So you must learn to discern things. But if you are not gullible and you feel like you're an idle or somebody who can't think for yourself, others will think for you. Because if the police is saying that the men who killed Jerome are not Mexicans and you believe that it's Mexicans, that means you have to be a special kind of dummy, believe you me. So this is part 2 of this 2-part series. We're going to, as we dive deep into the background of these police officers. As we say, this is not, convicting anyone in the public arena. These are intelligence and these are information that receive. As we tell you about DCP Clifford Blake, former Assistant Commissioner of Police Derek Clappinite. Some people call him cowboy, we don't call him a cowboy and anything there. He just create that moniker because in the fit a cowboy. The only police who fit to be cowboy was Sheriff Kelso Smalls. Because Derek Cowboy can't walk nowhere near Kelso Smart. Derek Cowboy was a criminal. When I say no allergy, tell him to sue me. Tell him to sue me. Because I talk from personal experience. Them man, they are criminal. Derek Cowboy and the police. Them man, they are criminal in a uniform. Me not hawks, I tell you. This is one of the police officers why I decided to no, I can't stay in a police force. Because I can't take no command from the police when I know a robber, a murderer. Rob people and kill them and, you understand, and turn it in a police work. I was the only one who refused to take any of them money, blood money. Where that money they know? The man dead and gone and rob him and take them drugs and all of them things there. I want to laugh and feel big about it. And all of them things. I want to buy a car, new car and all them things from America with the people them drugs money. Thank God me never take none because I am not that kind of person. As me said to you that night, yeah man, Derek Cowboy night, you know, you must suffer before you're dead because the difference with you and a common criminal is that you have the powers of arrest. You aren't much different from them. And the sad part about it is that you're from country. But yet still people use to paint Kingston as the real criminals. But as a man who's from the belly of the beast, I realized when I was in the police force that the real criminals were really some of you as police officers who are from country, real criminals. Number one, I could not be friends or could not be friends with people, you know, say, a murderer, or I kill people. Couldn't do it because of money and drugs, and I couldn't be friends with them. Mixed boy in the ZELLE. No guy can't say that about me. Period. I'm a Kingston, I'm from the belly of the beast. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. This is part 2, and I hope you enjoy it. Who was within his orbit. And the reason why we're telling that, even the photograph that released, the person who supplied Jerome's photograph, that is the person who's behind it. When I go fill in a blank say anyone for them to figure out what we're saying. As we say, you know, you have a thing when you have digital footprint. No guy can't pay me and them things if you do not know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Period. You can't pay me for muddy the water for anyone and say this or that about. No. Anything where I tell you, real mama papa truth. That's just how it go. That's how we do things over here. So, moving on. So, Jerome now, you know, the relationship that he had with the police in Clarendon was mutual. They take care of him and he took care of them. You have to understand, you know, police, when they come on to police and money and loyalty, they will sell out their mother just like a criminal. They have no loyalty to the Jamaica, to the oath of office. Some of them. The ones who have loyalty to the oath of office are the ones who are not promoted. Because you have to understand, you have to can make, get food for the people them over top. Just like the way that, you know, you see some police, even you as a police officer right now, serving in a police, and you say, oh, him get promotion, you have to understand. So you out there doing nefarious things to the other people. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the police force operate. Hopefully, well, we can say crime has changed, the reduction in criminality, but the corruption in the police was still there. And when we talk about even with the CTAC police them, because it's supposed to be an elite branch of police officer, but hey, no matter where you put a thief, a thief will always be a thief. Yes, and you guys will soon get the message that I had posted in the WhatsApp group last year, December 6th. The person who had made that reference, because through intelligence, you know, that they were going to kill Jerome Cunningham and Bobo. When I call Bobo correctly, in England. The person who do it, you know, they are all criminals and drug dealers. And that's why he's saying that you spend people in criminality and gang as police officer. You see, money corrupts people. If you ain't corrupt, nobody can corrupt you, you know. You understand? It's just so it goes. It's just like how even, you know, when I was at Unsway, although I know Go West and, you know, Raymond and BT, I never take side with no guy in a war and them thing. I just do my work. The people them run a gully that say, boy, me eat them and them thing, but yet still me and them grow up. I don't eat, me just do my work and I do it without favor or affection. Malice or ill will, never take side. Just follow the facts. People lie still doing it. Just you have to learn to decipher things and make sure you get your information and your intelligence from independent source. But is appearing in a photograph proof anything? Is doing someone evidence of involvement in crime. So that's why, you know, or do we owe it to ourselves to separate facts from speculation? In this video, we are going to examine publicly available information, discuss why associations alone do not establish guilt, and explain why every serious investigation should be based on evidence, not emotions, rumors, or internet rumors, you know. Stay with me until the very end because we are going to look at what has been confirmed, what remains unanswered, and why the truth matters more than any viral headlines. And please, just type and tell us where you're watching this video from. because it's very important. You understand? As we say, you know, evidence, not assumption. Being photographed with someone does not by itself establish involvement in a crime. So, although we have a photograph of a policeman and Jerome together, the police hierarchy know about it and everything there. When this person go all the way back, not because we don't talk, and we not talking and them not talk to we. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know why and we don't care. And them not talk to we. You understand? Them that we never did know. You understand what I'm saying? Although you understand what I'm saying. And we still we not care, we not call the balls in a guy and them thing now. Our loyalty is always to the truth. But I would say anything if we are your friend and anything, we still not gonna deny you. So tonight we are going to look at the publicly known timeline, discuss why investigators distinguish between facts and speculation, and explain why careful analysis matters if justice is to be served. Stay with me until the very end, because this discussion is about more than one case. It's about why truth, evidence, and fairness are essential whenever lives and reputations are involved. You understand? So, I will state it before and will say again, whether or not you want to believe it, Jerome have a barrage of police friends. If a man want a car tire, if he want this, if he want that, a Jerome him check. But in the same breath, Jerome was involved in a killing of a policeman named Fidel Beckford. Fidel Beckford was more PMP than Michael Manley. He was around Skendon. And then him decides he want to extort people in the community where him come from. That's where him kill a couple youths and them thing. Them feel like by killing them, him have 10 lives. And then him take on Jerome, because him kill one of Jerome cousin. But if you understand, say, in a Jamaica money, a power. Money is God. And him feel right there, so he was sent straight to the departure long. Yeah, so since the killing of Jerome Cunningham, former police officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police Derek Cowboy Knight, I've been, having conversation with his so-called friends, talking about his time and experience in Clarendon with Jerome, and how DCP Clifford Blake had taken a set on him when he was in Clarendon because he has took away Jerome's license firearm. That's what he has said, And because he has took away Jerome's license firearm, Clifford Blake had taken a set on him about it. Yeah, so the allegations are that now Derek Clappy Knight, the reason why we call him Clappy Knight, because the mouth and how he talked. Took away Jerome's license guns and trying to extort him for money for him to return his gun. That's how these guys operate. Once they know that someone is involved in nefarious dealings, they try to extort them to get money. And Derek Clappy Knight is the epitome of that extortion methods. Because when I was at Onsby with him, during the same time when he arrested the police officer from Special Anti-Crime Task Force for thief in salt mackerel, Knight lock up and convict a police officer who used to work at Special Anti-Crime Task Force. There's a warrant out for that policeman, so if they held him straight to prison because he was convicted in absentia. That's why I was saying that the Jamaica Constabulary Force could arrest and charge someone in absentia, once them flee the jurisdiction of the island to evade arrest. So this policeman is out there wanted for this crime of simple larceny. This happened during the gas riot. So while Cowboy arrested this policeman for thief in salt mackerel, Cowboy had men in custody extorting them for money for thief in cocaine. Yes, that's how this policeman operates. So that's why he was promoted on several occasions. So he had took away Jerome's license gun. Yeah, Cowboy, yeah, that's what he did. He took away Jerome's license gun, and he was then told, at the time, he was in charge of Clarendon, he was told by the Member of Parliament, Mike Henry, that if you took away Jerome's gun, you have to take away Kevin Tiliba Roberts' gun too, gun license too, because Jerome has never been arrested or labeled a violence producer in Clarendon, but Kevin Tiliba Roberts is a known drug dealer and a violence producer. You understand? Even narcotics have all that information, but because the Minister of National Security, that's Peter Bunting, the guy with the liquor thing, you understand, in which is Corro's now, Corobonko's girlfriend says that his one is just a little bigger than popcorn. Popcorn are a little teely. I tell you, it was easy, you know. So, what Clappy Knight did not know then was that Jerome and DCP Clifford Blake, you know, were alleged big friends. Terence Bent and Jerome are big friends because he cried when time he heard that Jerome was killed. So you know that even all the numbers that the phones that were recovered from the scene of the shooting, you know, many big top police officers in Jamaica telephone numbers are in his phone. So I don't know how them, you know, when them enter in the United States of America, how they're going to account for that. I know that Terence Ben can't visit America because they took away his visa. So that's why I'm saying, oh, he got a job at Turks and Caicos Island. And those of you who are talking about, why it's because me the military base and this and that. And most of them don't attack on him because most of them are baby police to me, period. I'm not afraid of no guy. I ask any guy about me, I'm not afraid of no guy. A very few police, you know, take hand for man and get 4 gun. You understand? And I am one of them. And other police claim it. So no guy nobody feel like me, I'm like a walk over afraid. I'm not afraid of no guy. Period. Anytime I talk with authority. Most of them police are book police and baby police. You understand? No guy can shot me and then pay me or shoot off of me and pay me. You must be mad. So the same thing Clappy Knight had done in the past. Extort people for money, regular thing. Him just want to know him coming in a division, so him start ask about people. And him always have some him have a corrupt DIU police who was behind him when him extort Jerome for money because him knows Jerome a druggist. I saw him stay. Him ask them straight bad mind. But yet, you know, this is the same man, you know, who used to live in a tower, you know, and him on a big PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, activist, supporter and voter as a police officer, you know. There's no police in my entire career where ever living at the garrison, Uncle Derek Clappy Knight, and still get promotion to assistant commissioner of police. Because he was along with Scandal sister. Him live, all them do it. Live with our corals now, corobunkers in a toil. Man, me come from jungle and from a left jungle. Me never go back down here and sleep. Never, not one night. You understand? So tonight we're examining one of the most talked about names in Jamaica's criminal history, Jerome Cunningham. Over the years, questions have been raised about his relationships with influential figures and whether those relationships affected decisions surrounding firearm licensing and law enforcement. We look, you know, at the publicly reported events, statements that have been attributed to former officials and distinguish what has been documented from what remain disputed. You can decide what conclusion, if any, are supported by the available evidence. As we tell you before and we say again, these police officers were Batty and Chamber with him, with Jerome. I stated already and I say again, I knew Jerome. When I say I know him as a young police officer back in the late 80s when I had station in Clarendon. Jerome and I was never friends. I had friends who are from Clarendon, but they were involved in any killing people. These are peaceful people, you understand? I don't know how a man do it, because if I know that you kill people, no money could make me a friend. No, so once me find out that I am happy with the kind of person I am. So these people are some of Jerome's inner circle, well protected when he was there. But you see, man at the bottom, we have the ass face and them thing. Him was an extortionist when he come on to Jerome. Yeah, but guess what? Him and Kevin Tiliba Roberts. Yeah, when I put up him photograph, if you want, you can look for him. Just type in his name, Kevin Tiliba Roberts. Yeah, that is a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, supporter, activist and voter, and drugs dealer. Most people do not know who is really behind the killing of Jerome Cunningham. But we can just give you a hint. You understand? And it's two people, two drug dealers who contributed to Julissa Jess' campaign in St. Elizabeth. And we say that without any apologies. We don't say no allege, we are tell you that. Yeah. So we know all of the lies where people are telling them thing there. You understand? So we know say Tiliba, yeah man, Tiliba, you can call me, you know, before we come out with anything else. Rev from the 90s crew in St. Elizabeth too. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel know that Jerome wasn't killed by any Mexicans because the LAPD has said it already. That it wasn't. It's black people that killed him. Black. And even the era where them killed him in California is black people control there too. And the police, and that's a reason why, you know. It's because I want your favorite blogger who came out and lied that it was Mexicans that killed Jerome. That's why LAPD released the race of the suspects. So now can them repeat the lie. The lie will never become truth. So these are some of the police officers who are big neck police officers who are friends. Were friends with Kevin, with Jerome. Jerome is no longer here. He's gone, you know, to the departure lounge 6 days after his birthday, and he was betrayed. I will say before, and we say again, people within Jerome's orbit knew who did it. They knew who betrayed him. So when you hear some guy attack and them thing, they know why they must say certain things, because they were paid. Paid. If you can be if someone can buy you, that means that you have nothing about you. You're just real corrobonkers and dirty bunker too. And we say that without any apology. Once a thief, always a thief. Some thief change, some thief never. As I said before, when I was a police officer, no guy can point to me and say, boy, Porter was a thief in police. No guy. No criminal. No guy can mix me up with no form of criminality. When you come on to doing the police work, yes, that's me. I have no problem getting rid of criminals. So, Jerome Inner Circle, what's verified and what's been said out there. DCP, Clifford Blake, Terence Bent, you understand, Derek Cowboy Knight, and we can call the police and on and on. I will say before and we say again, we had photograph of Jerome Cunningham before he was killed with a police officer. Him know himself. Because we had posted in the group, and you understand what I'm saying. But I will say before, you know, some people, it don't take much for you really find out people. When I bursting and then you find them out, and them know say you find them out, them can't even look at you. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.